How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be heading back into the What If the Galactic Patrol Helped Early. The last video managed to hit the like goal pretty fast, so now we're going to be continuing on with part 4. If you guys like this video and want to see the next part faster, then be sure to like this video and subscribe. That way, you don't miss the next part. If this video manages to hit 600 likes, then I'll continue with another part. So let's see if we can hit that. Before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to all of my amazing patrons, as all of their support really means so much. If you want to become a patron and get a ton of special perks like early access to videos, scripts, and your own What If made, then click the link down below to pledge. It would really mean so much. With all that out of the way, let's dive right back into this video. I didn't do a very good job explaining last part why Goku would so brutally beat on Frieza and leave him for dead, so I'm just gonna get that out of the way real quick. In this timeline, Goku never went to go and train with Kami, since, remember, he got arrested before he went on his Red Ribbon Rampage. He had an excellent trainer in Miras, but for the most part, he still has his childlike say and instinct of killing your enemies. Miras doesn't seem to be like Kami in wanting to spare your enemies, especially super dangerous ones. And coupling that with Goku's Super Saiyan Rage, yeah, Frieza wasn't going to be spared. A lot of people also said they predict Frieza training in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber and escaping, but no. I said in the last part that Goku left him severely brain damaged. It comes to a point where Frieza is so brain damaged it can't even talk anymore, meaning no training for Frieza. We don't know if he needs food and water to survive, but if he doesn't, then he's just going to sit there for the rest of his existence in pain and agony. I have no plans to bring Frieza back, so sorry for you Frieza fans, but he's going to be tortured for the rest of reality. Goku, of course, after the battle felt extremely guilty not being able to protect his friends, especially Krillin. He couldn't just leave him dead. He instant transmission back to Earth and met up with Bulma again. Bulma was shocked to see Goku just appear before her, and before Goku had a chance to apologize, he's pinned down to the ground by 7-3. 7-3's eyes are glowing red, and he demands Goku identify himself. Goku struggles to get 7-3 off of him, but Bulma tells him to back off and that this is a friend. 7-3 immediately gets off of Goku, with her telling him to scan him real quick. 7-3 scans Goku and then apologizes for attacking him, as he just wanted to protect Miss Bulma. Goku says it's no problem at all, and is happy that Bulma actually managed to reprogram him. She tells Goku that she was only able to repair this one with all of her resources, and that the others are locked away in storage till she can repair those ones as well. This 7-3 though, is absolutely state-of-the-art. He's all of the power and potential as the original, but has a better personality due to what Bulma programmed him with. If I didn't explain that well enough, just think of how gentlemanly Robot from Invincible acts in the earlier episodes. Goku is pretty excited as he wants to maybe train this guy and see what he can do now. But of course he's going to have to do that later, as first he needs to gather up the Dragon Balls to wish his friends back to life. He knows that they're in Galactic Patrol custody, but doesn't know where they are or how to find them, since he's pretty sure he's not authorized. He just needs the Dragon Radar to find them. Bulma says that she no longer has the radar, but instead built it into 7-3. That way it couldn't get destroyed or damaged like Goku made it during the Red Ribbon Army arc. So 7-3 can go along with him for now to find them. He just needs to promise to bring them back afterwards. Goku promises, and tells 7-3 if he can detect them right now, and see if they're nearby. 7-3 begins scanning and surprisingly doesn't find them on any faraway planet, but they're still on Earth. Bulma is pretty shocked, as when she went to search for them a few months ago, they weren't here at all. But now they are? How did they get here? 7-3 has no clue, but says they're high in the sky somewhere. He tells Goku to follow him and the two fly up to go and find the balls. Not too long after, the two find themselves at Kami's lookout. Goku is pretty confused to see a floating palace in the sky, and even more confused to see a Namekian up here. While in a patrol, he came across some Namekians, so he knows what they are, but never expected there to be one on Earth. Kami tells Goku that he's been here for even longer than him. He was the one to create the Dragon Balls in the first place, and is pretty insulted that they were taken off of the planet without his permission. It took him quite a while to figure out where they were taken, but once he did, he and Mr. Popo take his old ship to the location and get them back. Here, they will stay, since evidently they are not safe in anybody else's hands but his own. Goku tells Kami that he means no harm with the balls, he just wants to use them to return his friends back to him. They were killed by an evil space tyrant in brutal ways. They don't deserve to have that be the end of their story. He wants them to continue on with their lives and keep doing good. The only way to do that is with the Dragon Balls. He also says that the Dragon Balls don't need to be in the wrong hands anymore, as 7-3 will be able to detect where they are at all times, and stop them from being used if needed. This actually does make Kami feel a little bit better, as even though he can't sense 7-3's energy, just by looking at him, he can tell he's one strong and good guy. This will definitely be Earth's newest and strongest defender. All thanks to Goku though, as if he never brought him here, things would probably not look too good for their future. Guess Goku deserves that wish after all. Goku thanks Kami a lot, and then he summons Shenron, wishing for all those killed by Frieza and his men recently to be revived. Those who were killed in the assault are brought back to life, and luckily those who died out in space still have their suits with them. So, they can put on their space gear and not just instantly die again. The Dragon Balls are scattered, and Goku thanks all of them for their help. Goku says he'll come back to visit 7-3 and spar with them in his off time, but for now he needs to return to the patrol and make sure things are all good with them, and everybody's back. Goku then instant transmission back to the headquarters. Instead of going and checking in on things with them, however, we're going to be staying on Earth for now, and see how events play out here for the time being. Specifically, for Dr. Gero. Gero is fortunate enough to not be there during the Red Ribbon Raid, and be captured by the Galactic Patrol, but he went back to see if there's anything left behind he could use to track them down. Unfortunately, there is nothing to find, and he has no clue what exactly happened, but he swears revenge on whoever it was that did this. He doesn't just have one person to go after this time, since it was a whole squadron, but Gero really wants his revenge, and he builds multiple spy robots to search the planet for any signs of who destroyed the army. He doesn't find anything right away, but begins to work really hard on his new android creations. Years go by with barely any progress being made, since there hasn't been any big fights on Earth to gather data from. Sure, he can build the androids to rampage and find those who destroyed the army and kidnapped his son, but he doesn't even know who he's looking for, and who knows if they'll be strong enough. It's a severe dead end, until his spy robots pick up a sign of alien activity. He checks in on the signal to see two men in strange uniforms fighting against this strange man with long hair. The two men are able to easily take down the other, and go to get inside some weird spaceship. Could it be? Are these people the one to destroy the army? He has a spy robot hide inside his ship with Goku and Krillin just in case, and it blasts off to space. Once they get back on the Galactic base, the spy robot goes around searching the facility, and finds out the existence of the Galactic Patrol, and all their patrolmen, and all their data. This is all pure gold. He can't delve into too many archives since it's a little spy robot, but he has an excellent plan. The spy robot sends back the location of the patrol, and with this, Gero builds a spaceship, sending inside Android 13 to the Galactic Patrol headquarters. Once there, Android 13 puts on his best acting, and since Gero investigated the requirements to join, he programmed 13 to excel in every aspect of the recruitment process, meaning Android 13 becomes a part of the Galactic Patrol. With a man on the inside, 13 is able to learn all of the patrol's secrets, and goes off to multiple worlds to gather more and more data and send them back to Gero. After missions, 13 has to go back to bring the bad guys to the prison, where he encounters pretty much all of the Red Ribbon Army, showing that these people are the ones who destroyed the army back in the day. 13 also finds Gero's son. 13 goes up to Gero's son while bringing in other bad guys, telling him he's with Gero, and they're going to bust him out of here. Gero's son is pretty happy to hear that after all this time, his dad is finally going to get him out of here. 13 is able to gather data from the others in this prison, some of those who compare to that of Super Saiyan Kid Trunks, which increases the power of the androids by a whole lot at this point. Due to all this amazing data that 13 is giving back to Gero, he has more than enough resources needed to not even need 17 and 18 for Cell to become perfect. After many years, he's finally going to get his revenge on the Galactic Patrol for locking away his son. It's taken a great deal of time, but now is the moment. After a lot of tweaking and input from advanced higher technologies, the Cell project is sped up and completed, creating our perfect Cell. This perfect cell would be much stronger than the original, by the way. This cell is data gathered from all over the universe due to Android 13, along with each of those planets' own special abilities. 13 is present for the battle with Frieza, gathering data on him and on Super Saiyan Goku too, which gives him the cells for those two as well. There was one insanely strong being 13 tried to get close enough to so he could gather some data, but the other patrolmen stopped him from getting too close due to how dangerous this prisoner is. It doesn't matter, even without that data, Perfect Cell has risen and is so much stronger than before. He's still the same personality, though he is completely loyal to Gero, since Gero is able to get some good tech in making his machines obey from out in space. The first task from Gero is for Cell to go out to the Galactic Patrol prison and bust all of the old Red Ribbon Army soldiers out of there, and return them to Earth. Cell goes to leave, but detects something coming his way fast. He turns just in time to clash hands with 7-3. 7-3 was able to detect Cell's awakening and immense power. This was a threat of the highest degree, and he had to see what this was. He can detect so many energies in here, so much hate and evil. He needs to stop this threat now before it harms Miss Bulma or anybody else. Cell overwhelms 7-3 and suplexes him down towards the planet. 7-3 is able to launch back up and punch Cell right in the stomach, sending him flying up towards the air. Cell launches towards 7-3 for the two to clash again, and he sees something change on 7-3's forehead. It's a picture of him? What? 7-3 headbutts Cell to the ground, telling him he has no chance now. He has copied all of his abilities, including those he acquired from beings outside of this planet. 7-3 powers up, shaking the planet with his energy as he rushes Cell. And that's where we're going to be leaving this episode for right now. Yep, another cliffhanger. If you guys want to see this continue, then make sure you guys like this video to see what happens next. Hope you're enjoying the style of this one, as I tried to write a new story for Gero here, and I hope it was enjoyable for you guys. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again, see you later!